So you want to start a cleaning business and you don't know what to do or where to start. Well, buckle up, baby. I got some tips for you. Grab a pen and paper, pause this video so you can write down your notes. And if you'd like to have a downloadable version, check out my Etsy site because I do have lots of documents you can download there and edit to suit your needs. I've owned my cleaning business since 2015 and I am a working mom, so here are my tips. First and foremost, with any business, find out what makes you happy, find out what you want to do, find out what you're good at, write it down. What type of cleaning do you want to do? Do you want to go into Airbnb cleaning? Do you want to go into post-construction cleaning? Do you want to go into residential and commercial cleaning? Do you want to go into hazmat cleaning? What type of cleaning do you want to do? Write all this down, brainstorm. Number 2, after you figured out what type of cleaning you want to do, find out from your city and state if there is a small business department. A lot of times your local chamber of commerce will have a small business department that will help people that are small business owners. Reach out, email your local business organizations in your city or state and ask them what type of certifications or licensing will you need for starting a cleaning business. Not every state requires a cleaning license or certification. Some do, some don't, so it all varies. What I need in Pennsylvania can vary for what you need in Nebraska. So that's why you need to Google around and find out from your local government agencies what you need for your cleaning business. Have you come up with a name for your cleaning business? Make sure that's the name that you're going to want because it is harder to change it down the line. So let's say you've come up with your cleaning name. You found out you need certain certifications and licensings for your state. Look at getting your name registered through your state. That can be known as a DBA, a doing business as, because you as a person, you will be doing business as your cleaning business. Find out through your state, how do you get your DBA, your doing business as? Banks will require it. When you open up a business and you start getting checks, some of your clients will write your check out to your business name and maybe not your personal name or cash. They'll write it out in your business name. If you bring a business check to a bank and you do not have a business account set up with your business name on it, the bank will not cash it. They will not deposit it because they need your business name. So you need to have your DBA with your business name that is associated to your personal name. So get that taken care of so that way you could deposit any checks that you may receive with your business name. Look at getting your general liability insurance. Find out with your current insurance company if they offer liability insurance for small businesses. Who do you use for your car insurance, for your homeowner's insurance? Reach out to them. Find out if they offer general liability insurance. All right, so now you got your business name, your DBA, any type of licensings or registration through your state done. You have a bank account open with your bank. You have liability insurance. You have that all taken care of. But are you subscribing to Crunchy Cleaning by Kathy on YouTube so you can find out more videos? If not, hit that subscribe button down below, follow along, check out my Etsy site for more documents that you can download and edit to suit your needs, and check out my Amazon shop because I have loads of cleaning products and tools that you're going to need. So now you got all your paperwork done. Now what do? Make yourself a Facebook business page. Free advertising. Start getting a business page made. Your personal Facebook page is for your personal account, but you need a business page that you can share on different Facebook pages. Start advertising on Facebook. Don't know what to advertise? Check out my other YouTube video talking about all tips and tricks and things that you can advertise. But let's get your Facebook business page up and running. Start finding out groups that you can post on. What are your interests? What do you like to do? What are you looking at cleaning? Get before and after pictures. Don't have any before and after pictures? Start cleaning your house and taking pictures. And check out my other YouTube videos talking about what pictures you should be taking. Start utilizing free social media. Start getting word of mouth. You have to get out there. If you're shy, you're going to have to learn how to get out of your shell. Because if you plan to run a business, you have to get out there and connect. Remember how I talked about the Chamber of Commerce earlier on in the video? Find out if there's any monthly meetings for small businesses. A lot of Chamber of Commerces offer monthly meetings so that you can connect with other business owners. Get your name out there. Get business cards printed out so you can pass them out to people. Start connecting. Start sharing. Start promoting your business. Number 2 or 3, I forgot what number I'm at, but it doesn't really matter because we're just going to keep going. Tools. What do you need for cleaning? Go on my Amazon shop. I have everything categorized of my favorite cleaning tools. But the most important thing with any type of cleaning tool is read the label. Read so you know what to use on what surface. And if you're not sure what to use, follow well-respected cleaning professionals that know what they're talking about. Who's a good one to follow? Crunchy Cleaning by Kathy. I specialize in all eco cleaning. But just because I specialize in eco cleaning, maybe that's not something you do. That doesn't matter because I'm still sharing cleaning tips and tricks. Check out other professional cleaners. Read their reviews, check out their videos, go on Google and ask questions. Can I use bleach on marble? Can I use vinegar on tile? Read the label of the product that you're using. Next super duper important thing, terms and conditions, contracts, documents. Start having things typed up so that you can email or text your clients your important information. Like, what are your terms and conditions? What is your lockout clause? What do you do if someone's sick? What is your cancellation policy? What is your cleaning with pets policy? How do you expect to get paid? What happens if a client cancels on you? A lot of these documents I have on my Etsy site that you can download and edit to suit your needs so that you can put your business name on it and send it out to your clients. But documents, you need to cover your ass and have your terms and conditions, everything spelled out, what you will do, what you won't do, for how much, how are you going to get paid. All these things you need to have in documents so that you can send out to your clients. Let's talk about the word no one likes to talk about, taxes. What are you keeping track of? Go over to my Etsy site. I have documents you can download that will track your mileage, that will help track your supplies. You enter in the information, it will add up your numbers for you. You have to keep track of everything that you buy for your cleaning business. You have to log it in for the year so that you can get the most write-offs for the following year for your business. You have to keep track of your mileage. You have to keep track of your income. How much are you making? How much are you spending on supplies? Go over to my Etsy site. I have a lot of that there, and I have a lot of other YouTube videos talking about what you should, talking about what you can write off for your taxes. Hire an accountant. Find a local accountant that can help file your taxes for the following year. Are you doing commercial cleaning? Because you will have to add sales tax to your commercial clients. So hire an accountant. That will also be a tax write-off. So that is something very important you need to look into. Get an accountant to help you with any type of tax questions. And head over to my Etsy site because I have documents that you can download that will help you keep track of your income and expenses and supplies. So make sure you've paused this video and you've taken notes. And again, go over to my Etsy. I have a lot of this typed up already for you if you want to download any of those documents. But have fun. Being a cleaning business owner is such a joy to me because I have flexible hours. I love connecting with my clients. I make good money in the amount of time that I'm working, and I can help other fellow entrepreneurs open their cleaning businesses. So at the end of the day, have fun with your cleaning business. Connect, be responsible, be caring, be kind. And remember, you're not just cleaning. You are helping people's lives. You're helping somebody in need. You're helping somebody relieve stress. You're helping somebody with their office cleaning. It's not just cleaning, it's customer service. So have fun with your cleaning business. Be positive, spread kindness, ask questions, never stop learning, and make sure to keep following Crunchy Cleaning by Kathy for more cleaning tips and tricks. And if you love this video, I hope you can comment. Let me know what you thought. Share it, love, subscribe, do all the things to help the algorithm so that I can get more views because I don't get paid for making videos. I do this because I genuinely love to help other cleaners learn how to grow or start their cleaning business. Crunchy Cleaning by Kathy.